Hey, what's up? So I did get a comment from the last video that was the boxing gym video. And, I was talking about raising money and how we raise money from investors. And someone, Essence from Atlanta, who's a recent graduate from Spelman, congratulations on that. She asked, okay, that's all well and dandy, but how do I find these investors in the first place? So I wanted to talk a little bit about that. So when it comes to finding the investors you want to work with, you want to make sure that you're targeting the people that are going to be the easiest people to raise money from. And there are a couple people that I think are great targets. One of the targets that I don't feel like is good is private equity investors like me. So we're the toughest people to raise capital from for a couple reasons. Number one, we're used to buying cash flow. So even if you're doing a deal and you're buying cash flow, I like raising money from angel investors and real estate investors, other people, because they look at our deals and they think, whoa, this is amazing returns, because they're not used to making the returns that we're used to making. If you're raising money from somebody who already does private equity, they're going to have the highest level of expectations, because what they do on a regular basis is go and buy cash flow, and they buy it at a huge discount compared to the returns that angel investors get and the returns that real estate investors get. So those are the two people that I think, we go through about 21 different targets in the PPP program for people that we want to raise capital from, but the two easiest are angel investors and real estate investors. So where do you find these guys? Well, angel investors, I love targeting them because they are gluttons for losing money. They're gluttons for punishment when it comes to doing deals and just knowing that it's going to go completely to zero. That's something private equity investors just would never do. Angel investors, if you ever read one of the books I recommended a little while back, Jason Calacanis's Angel, he talks about how he goes in knowing that 90% of the deals he put money in are going to go to absolute zero. So if you can go to somebody who's expecting to lose money on 90% of their investments, that's a great place to go. Because even if your deal is maybe one that's a little bit risky, they're willing to take that risk, unlike any other kind of investor. So when you're finding those folks, a couple places to find them. One is incubators. Hanging out at incubators that are in your local area is a great place to start, because those are where the startups are. So even if you're doing a deal that's a private equity deal, or obviously if you're doing a startup, a good place to start is at the incubators. The next place that I would go is angel meetings. So most of the time there are these angel meetups, and they will advertise online in your local city. And you can go there or on meetup.com and find these folks and connect with them there. Start to build those relationships and using the strategy that I talked about in the last video. After that, I would spend some time on AngelList, which is a good place to network and find other angels. And then I would use LinkedIn. I mean, we live in an amazing time. 15, 20 years ago when I first started doing this stuff and I was doing a deal out of my dorm room, I couldn't just sit there and connect with people who were self-proclaimed angels. People didn't really even call themselves angels back then. So this was something that just didn't really happen back in the day. And so it was a lot tougher to find people. It was just kind of going out there randomly meeting people. But now people are self-proclaimed angel investors. So that's something that you want to use in your favor on LinkedIn and that kind of thing. After that, I would move over to real estate investors. Real estate investors are great because they get such a small return. So angel investors are great because they expect to lose so much money, and they're willing to take incredible risks on deals. And real estate investors are great because they make such little money on their deals. So if you can meet a real estate investor and show, hey, you're making this small return right now versus the amount that you have at risk, and I'm going to show you how you can invest in my deal and make more money. So that's what you want to appeal to for real estate investors. For those folks, it's really the same thing. You're going to find them in, there are these RIA groups, which are real estate investors associations, which are in every city. So you can go there and start to meet people and network. And again, using the method I talked about in the last video. If you are in a city that doesn't have one of those, you can also connect with them by going online and using LinkedIn and connecting with them there. And then there are online groups as well that are basically like social networks for real estate investors. You can check out this cool sunset in the background. But yeah, those are the two that I would connect with, and that's how I would find them. Hopefully that helps you, Essence, and helps some of the other folks that check out the video. Be sure to comment below, subscribe if you're getting value out of this stuff.